Third death, please listen. First death taught me impermanence. Second death made me to leave the small identities and relationships. Third death. By the time I faced the third death, I became enlightened. At the age of 12, I had the experience of enlightenment and started traveling all over India, doing my spiritual pilgrimage, the yatras. I was in Ghaziabad. Ghaziabad means a place near Varanasi. A small, you can't say village or you can't say big town, a town, small, medium level taluk kind of a thing. One old sadhu was sick. I always used to love taking care of the old sadhus. He was sick, so I was attending to that sadhu, that old sadhu. The next bed patient, he was about to die. This is the third death, is the first time I saw what happens during death. Please understand. I was in a space where I can see what happens, but I was not able to help that person because I was not given that much of energy and power to liberate somebody. Neither my body nor my mind was matured. It was getting prepared. Getting it? I think I was 19 or 20 at that time. I was taking care of this sadhu, and the next bed, that patient was about to die. It's a small hospital, so two fat nurse and one old compounder, all of them are trying to revive him with some old oxygen supply machine. But he was not cooperating and he was not receiving the treatment. He was dying. I did not want to see the death. I wanted to move out, but the Swami is an old man, but he held my hand and said, no, be here. So I have to stay back. May I have your listening? Understand, I am describing exactly as I saw. This is the way death happens. This is the way any normal human will die. First thing, your whole body will be flooded with heavy pain. Listen. If you cut half an inch while you are cutting the vegetable, how it feels. If the whole body skin is peeled, how it will feel. Exactly that is the way that soul was feeling. Getting it? It is equivalent to thousands of scorpion biting at the same time. How many of you had a scorpion bite in your life at least once? All of you can imagine, if 1,000 scorpion bites, what will happen? You can't say, I will die. I am describing about death only. That guy, so much pain rushed all over the body. See, whenever there is a heavy pain which you can't bear, there is an automatic painkiller system in the body which pushes you into coma. Automatically you will be pushed into coma. How many doctors? Do you agree with what I am saying? When the pain is more, simply you will be pushed into coma. It's an automatic painkiller system. This guy was pushed into coma. Means he became unconscious. Listen. Because of the pain, he became unconscious. See, the physical layer, because of pain, he became unconscious. Then the second layer started, means the breathing. Now he is physically dead. Then the breathing pattern started dying. means gasping for breath. I could see very clearly when that breathing pattern, that prana sarira was struggling to be in the body, when it was struggling, all his unfulfilled, incomplete desires came up. See, your desires are all recorded. What to say, that kept in the breathing pattern, the prana sarira. That is why if your body is caught by the lust, your breathing pattern will become heavy. Any desire you have, your breathing pattern will change. Because desire patterns are with breathing layer. You have 7 layers. You have 7 parts in you. Please listen. You are not one, you are 7 parts. 1, this physical body, flesh and bone. 2nd, this breathing pattern. 3rd, your mind, thinking. 4th, feeling, emotions. 5th, the deep sleep, what you experience, that peace. The causal layer, what you feel during the deep sleep, that space is the 5th layer. Bliss is the 6th layer. Enlightenment is the 7th layer. All these 7 put together is you. 7th layer is consciousness. 6th layer is the joy of the consciousness. 5th layer is the peace of the consciousness. 4th is emotion. 3rd, mind. 2nd, breathing. 1st, physical. Listen. Layer by layer, layer by layer. Listen. In this 7 layer, your soul has to cross this 7 layer. That is actually death. First layer is this physical layer, the body made out of flesh, blood, bones. When your life crosses this, it will go through heavy pain, falls into coma. Because of coma, all the desire, unfulfilled, incomplete patterns comes up. Then the breathing starts suffering, that struggling starts happening. Please understand, when that guy was suffering, struggling, how it was looking, it's like his soul is one football. All his incomplete desire patterns are like football players. 200 football players are standing and kicking one football. What will happen to that ball? Hell. That's what exactly happening to that ball. Then after being kicked by all the 200 players, somehow that ball jumped out of that hall, goes and falls into the next hall. That is the 3rd layer body, mind, where all the guilt incompletions are hitting at him. How many of you are getting it? Listen. By the time the soul goes to the 3rd layer, doctors declare this person is medically dead. He is medically dead. He cannot be revived. Means heart will stop, everything will stop. If he had a brain, brain also will stop. When you cross the 3rd layer, again, all the guilt incompletions, they all kick at him. And the ball, like a football being kicked. Finally, after suffering with them, the ball jumps. The ball is the soul that jumps into the 4th layer. 4th layer is the full pain, filled with pain. All the pain incompletions just fall on him. There it is not even like a football playing. There everyone just jump on him, that's all. And he is there crushed. Please listen. The moment the soul crosses the second layer and goes to third layer, you are medically declared dead. But actually you are dead only after the fifth layer you cross. So when the soul is between this third to fifth, an enlightened being can bring that soul back. That is why the masters are able to revive sometime disciples who are dead, people who are dead, because masters can push it back into the body if the body is not damaged. If it is only heart attack, within half an hour I can push the person into back.